Hey Virgo, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your June 2021 Silent Enemies reading. Welcome to those who are new. Hopefully you will find content that you resonate with, as there's a variety of content that I post weekly for all your placements. So feel free to browse through the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. For those of you who are returning to the channel, you know what it is. What's up, baby? And I hope everybody's doing well. This is a Silent Enemies reading. This is a reading that is designed to help you pay attention to your intuitive nudges, especially when it comes to the people closest to you, because they're the ones who are vibrating most on your frequency. So you want to pay attention to those intuitive nudges because there's two reasons. One, you want to make sure that there's no negative intent towards you by these people. Regardless to how close they are to you, people can still wish ill upon you and maybe jealous or envious of you. And a lot of times that's how most people come to their demise or their downfall, because of people closest to you. You don't trust random strangers out in the street, and they can't come in and do things to you that someone who's closest to you could get away with. So this is why we're talking about following your intuitive nudges when it comes to people closest to you. For one, you're going to get rid of people who, have negative intention. You'll be able to follow your intuition, and it'll let you know something ain't right, and you'll pay attention, and you can block a lot of bullshit from happening just by paying attention to your intuition. It could affect you in a positive way as well. The people who are closest to you, you guys vibe on the same frequency or similar frequencies, and you'll know when something's up with them. So you can sit down and say, hey, what's going on? You all right? I noticed something not right with you. Or I noticed you're not, your normal self. What's up? And maybe this person may need you at that time. So, this could serve to be a positive thing. The whole point is pay attention to your intuition. This world has taught us not to pay attention to our intuition. It's taught us to look outside of ourselves for answers instead of looking inward. We have to remember that we are spirits having a human experience. We're not humans having a spiritual experience. It's the opposite. So in order for us to keep in contact with our most high, we need to listen to our intuition. Okay? Because that's what's going to save us from all kinds of shit as we're down here on this 3D realm doing what we need to do. Right? So with that being said, a silent enemy could be a friend, a family member, a lover. It could be a boss, an employee. It could be your landlord, your tenant, your neighbor. It could be your kid's barber. It could be your karate instructor. Anybody who's in your energy on a regular basis where you're sensing something weird with them. Okay? And it's not that they're weird with everybody. I'm not talking about people who are weird with everybody. I'm talking about somebody who's just weird with you, or all of a sudden they've changed in a certain type of way. And you need to make sure that, it's not something that's going to put you in jeopardy. Okay? So we got 3 cards here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you that what I get intuitively for these cards, and then we're going to have an extended where I'm going to clarify each of these with about 4 more cards and then get you some advice, because we're going to go deep into this to find out what the universe wants you to know in case you get intuitive nudges related to the information that I give you. So we have the 10 of Pentacles is the first card here. The second card is the World card of Major Arcana. The third card is the Lovers Major Arcana. Now, I'm going to talk to you about these major arcanas. Let me talk to you about the 10 of Pentacles first, and then we'll talk about the major arcana. The 10 of Pentacles, that's the energy of Virgo. So this is your energy here, Virgo. Okay, so when you show up in a Silent Enemies reading, you could be your own worst enemy, meaning you could put yourself into a situation where if you're not paying attention to your intuition, it will put you in a disadvantage in some way, shape, or form. So this is all about, I feel like it's a living situation, Virgo. For some of you, you may be having a problem with your living situation. Okay? It could be something that was brought on because of a lack of finances. Okay? Because the 10 of Pentacles talks about being abundant. This is in a Silent Enemies reading. So some of you may have financial abundance, but you need to be careful of the people that you're dealing with who may want to take advantage of that financial abundance. So be careful of those around you who know what you have. You may have a nice home. You may have nice things in your home. Be careful who you let in your home. Be careful who you tell about your valuables and what you have. You know, showing people, like you see this kid is going in the chest here, and they're pulling out a coin to show to, you know, the dog. You know, the dog could represent somebody who, you know, may be loyal to you. And so you're showing this person because you're trusting this person. Here, let me show you what I have. This is what I have in my chest. Let me show you. Well, this is coming up as a silent enemies because this energy that represents the dog may not be loyal to you. So be careful if you showing people what you have as far as your valuables, as far as things that have financial or liquidity that you can easily liquidate, your bank account, things like that. And be careful of people who you let in your home, you know. Even though you may know these people, be very careful with letting them know where you live, okay? Be careful of people wandering around on your property, unwanted, okay? If you, yeah, this is your energy, so you're going to need to be careful, okay? Because you could put yourself in a situation where you lose money. Some of you, if you're not paying bills, you could lose your home. If you're not paying your mortgage, you could lose your home. Some of you may need to find out what it is that you need to do. If you need financial assistance and you need help paying your mortgage, you need to find out what you can do. Some of you could be bragging about what you have, okay? And you bragging to people who are around you. But these people, like I said, with the dog energy here, usually that's somebody who's loyal, faithful. But because this is showing up in a silent enemies reading, this could be that you may think this person is loyal and faithful to you, but they're not. So you really need to be careful what you're telling people about your home, what you're telling people about what you're doing about your home. For some of you, I feel like you may be getting a new home. Okay, so be careful with the home type of environment and in your financial stability and letting people know what's going on. You have people around you who are disloyal. Some of you, your financial stability or your home is in jeopardy of being taken or being lost. So you need to pay attention to your intuition when it's telling you about whatever it is you need to do for your financial stability and your security. Somebody could be just wanting to take from you. They see you doing well and they don't like it and they may want to take from you. So be careful, okay? And you really got to watch out. Now, on the flip side, this could be a Virgo who is looking for a place to live, who doesn't have a home, is looking for a place to live. So be careful if you're dealing with a Virgo or someone who has strong Virgo placements. When I say strong, because we all have Virgo in our chart somewhere. But when I say Virgo placements, I'm talking ascending sign, sun sign, moon. This could also be somebody with a Saturn in Virgo. So actually it could be any placement, okay? But let's talk about the planets that are in retrograde. So this could be somebody who has Saturn in Virgo. This could be somebody who has Mercury in Virgo, Pluto in Virgo, Neptune, coming soon, Neptune in Virgo, or Jupiter in Virgo. Okay? You got to be careful. I don't know. You know, you guys may not be looking at people's charts and stuff, but some of you are, which you should. You should be looking at the people's charts around you so you know who you're dealing with. Especially if you know how to look at charts or you have a general understanding of it. It'll help you so much in learning the people who are around you and their temperament and their energy by, you know, studying people's charts. Okay? Moving on. Be careful. There could be a Virgo around you who's looking for a place to stay. There could be a Virgo who is financially distraught and they're looking to pinch off of someone else. Okay, this Virgo could look at you as a target. Okay, they could be trying to find out where you live because the Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles talks about home. It talks about your business. So this Virgo could be trying to attack your business, your money-making opportunities, your money-making potential, your home. Okay, any assets that you may have. This Virgo is after it. Okay, but they're after cash, liquidity, something that's easily that if they steal it from you, they could sell it and get money from you. So something along those lines. So either you're a Virgo who's being targeted or you're a Virgo who's targeting someone for their money, their finances, their financial security, financial stability, their business. Okay, someone trying to steal someone's legacy, trying to take someone's legacy from them. So We got that. Now, with these major arcanas, whenever the major arcanas show up in a silent enemies reading, it's very important that you pay attention to your intuition relating to these because they have a major impact. You see, you hear the sirens? They have a major, major impact. This world card is one, okay? We also have the lovers here, but we'll talk about the world card first. And you see how the siren came on when I started talking about the major arcanas. You got two here. So it's very important you pay attention to your intuition. Saturn is in retrograde at this time. Saturn rules the world card. And for you, Virgo, let's see what house Saturn is in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in your sixth house. So this could have to do with work for you. Saturn is in retrograde. When Saturn is in retrograde, Saturn is a planet that talks about timing. You know, Saturn is Chronos, Father Time. And I don't know, for those of you who work, you ever use the Chronos system, the time clock system, Chronos, Kronos? All right, well, that it's named Chronos based off of Saturn. Saturn is Father Time. It keeps the time. So I know that I've worked in plenty of environments where it's like, okay, did you log in the Chronos and time in, put your time in the Chronos? So for those of you who know Chronos, that's what the meaning behind it is. Saturn is Father Time. He rules time. He tells you when it's time to quit something, when it's time to start something new, when it's time to change your habits and your patterns about something. So for some of you, because this is about the sixth house is what you rule. But your sixth house is Aquarius. So we're talking about, like-minded people, your social life. For some of you, it could be the organizations that you're involved in, especially if you're in organizations that are together for a common cause or a common theme, especially if they're humanitarian based. I feel like for some of you, your time is up here, okay? And you may not know it. So people could be trying to get you out of an organization that you're in. They could be trying to push you out. Or you could be feeling the energy of it's time to go. Okay, but you're ignoring it and you're sticking around. Sticking around when you know it's time to go is never a good thing. Being somewhere where you're not wanted, I feel like for some of you it's unfortunate, but you may no longer be wanted in the position. And you're sensing that. Some of you may be defiant about that and you don't want to let that go. Others of you, because Saturn is in retrograde in the house of Aquarius, which is the sixth house for you. The house of Aquarius talks about your social life, your like-minded people, your friends, your hopes, your dreams, things like that. For some of you, there is a cycle ending between you and a person. Either you don't want to let it go or this person doesn't want to let you go. Okay, so you may have already cut somebody off or ended a friendship, and this person doesn't want it to end. So they could be, you could have said your goodbyes already. Or what could be going on is, because Saturn's in retrograde, you're reevaluating your friendships. And you're saying, okay, have I outgrown this relationship? Have I not? Is this a relationship that I feel like we can continue? Have we grown apart? So some of you could be in situations where you're ending relationships, or a lot of people are ending relationships with you. If you are a negative Virgo where you weren't, good to your friends, like if you're the Virgo who's doing this, looking for a place to stay, it could be because cycles are closing out for you, and you're realizing that you don't have any friends. This could be why you're trying to go back to people that cut you off, and this is just disastrous for this person. Whoever this Virgo is that's in the negative energy, in the lower level energy, they're going through hell right now. I'm going to just put it out there. But those of you who you're not in that environment or you're not in that situation, you're the one who is ending relationships that no longer serve you. That's basically what you're doing. And if you're getting an intuitive nudge that somebody wants to end a relationship with you and they don't want to, like, you call them, they don't answer you, you leave a message, they don't call you back, that type of thing, let it ride. Let it rock. Don't keep calling them. Don't keep trying to, why are you not answering me? Let it rock. The universe is saying, let that go. There's a reason. You may not be able to see it, but the universe is telling you it's time to let that go anyway. Okay? That's for, because to me, that's affecting your house, your Aquarius house. Okay? Also, organizations that you're involved with. Some of you may feel like, you know what, I am no longer interested in putting in work and effort into this organization. It no longer suits me. It no longer fits my needs, as far as what it is that I want or don't want. that type of thing. Some of you need to I just got this message about your dog. Some of you need to take your dog to the vet. Okay. Some of you may need to check if you got a little dog house where your dog stay. You need to look in there and clean that out. Make sure it's all good. I don't know if there's something in there. You know, your dog may have something in there they shouldn't have. I don't know. But you want to check your where your dog resides in your home. Make sure that's clean and secure. And or, if your dog has a little outside place that it goes when when it rains or whatever, check that as well. Make sure that's up to date. Some of you, you need to build your dog a place to stay, like a little place for them to go, a little alcove or something like that. Some of you need to be careful where you're getting your dog from. If you're getting a pet, some of you may be interested in getting a pet. And if somebody gives you a pet, I'd be careful. Some of you might be getting a dog from somebody or trying to give someone a dog. I would be careful of just taking that. I don't trust it. It's like, why are you bringing me this dog? Or it could be something going on with this dog. I don't trust it. So be careful. All right, so back to this world energy. Wrapping up cycles, karmic cycles, relationships that no longer serve you. These could be relationships. It could be friendships. I feel like a lot of you are getting rid of a lot of people that you realize, okay, we're no longer on the same page. And it's not that you're being snooty and thinking you're better than. It's just you realize you've outgrown these people. And you're being warned not to go back. If you've ended the relationship with these people and you've wrapped up the cycle, do not take them back and do not go back. On the flip side, if we're dealing with a negative Virgo, there's a Virgo who does not want a relationship to end. So they could be trying to find out where this person lives. Like, I feel a stalker-ish energy. Somebody who's just relentless and doesn't want to let go. So be careful of that. Some of you have literally moved away out of the area that you're in, and this person could be trying to look for you, trying to locate you. This Virgo, trying to find out where you are, or maybe they're trying to travel towards you. So just be careful who you're telling. Like I said before, be careful if you moved. Be careful telling people where you live. Especially if you're wrapping up cycles with people. These people don't need to know where you've moved to. So if you've left them behind, leave them behind. And that comes work as well. So if there's a job situation here where you feel like you're being overworked or underpaid and you're ready to leave, then that's your intuition telling you it's time to go. It's time for you to go. You should go. You definitely should go. Then we have the Lover's energy, which is Mercury. Now Mercury is in retrograde. For you, it's in your 10th house. So that has to do with career as well. So for a lot of you, you have issues with work. So for the negative Virgo, you could have some issues with work. You may have lost your job. You may not have a job. The cycles for your job have wrapped up. You may have gotten fired. This Virgo may have gotten fired, which is why they can't pay their rent and they need a place to stay. Okay? That's for the negative Virgo. With this lover energy here, this could be that Virgo could be trying to come back towards you. For some of you, it's a karmic energy. These are two karmic cards, very karmic in nature. Okay, past life connections that you've had with this person coming over into this life, and for some of you, you served your time. This could have been a situation where maybe this person did you. You may have done them dirty in a past life. This person, you two have come back, and now in this life, they do you dirty. Well, they've done you dirty, and you've cut them off. Now, don't take them back, okay? Because other than that, you're going to start this cycle again. For some of you, this is a lover who doesn't want to let go. You cut them off, but they don't want to go anywhere. They don't want the cycle to end. And for most of you, it's because they need a place to stay. They need a place to live. They need a place to stay. They see you doing well. They see you abundant. And they don't want to let it go. For those of you who are, you are the Virgo in this situation. You have somebody coming back that you have a karmic tie to. Do not let this person back in. You may have already moved away from this person, or they moved out, or you moved out. or you guys are no longer living together, whatever the situation is, but I feel like you've gotten away from this person. I feel like all of this is related for you guys, but it could all be separate situations. But this person is coming back, and it's not because they love you. This is why it's showing up in the silent enemies. For some of you, this was a karmic cycle. It was rough as hell. You got out of it. Here this mofo come again. Because they feed off of you. They feed off of your energy. Okay? And they don't want the situation to end. It's difficult for them to let go. And it was extremely difficult for some of you to let go. But you finally did it. Don't you dare go back. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Stop and think about all the shit you went through when you was in this connection with this person. Stop and think about that. Stop and think about how difficult it was for you to wean your ass off of this person and to get them off your back. Were on your, you know how you got somebody in a headlock? Like, that's how they were on you. And you weaseled your way out of that headlock. Don't you let them put their arm back around your neck again. Because this time they ain't going to let go. The universe doesn't give you opportunity to get out of a situation like this for you to hop back in and you get out again so easily. Now, Mercury's in retrograde in your 10th house. This is how people see you, your reputation. This is also about goals in life. So it's like, okay, you have choices to make with the Lover's energy. You have choices to make in reference to what you want to do. Mercury's in Gemini. Gemini deals with your environment, your living environment, and your surroundings. So again, we're talking about living situations. We're talking about moving, okay? Because Mercury's in retrograde in the 3rd house. Well, it's for you, it's the 10th house, but it's the house of your local environment, your surroundings. So some of you, long story short, you're coming out of a karmic cycle, you're separating from someone, and you're literally moving. For others of you, you're getting put out, you lost your job, you're because of the negative energy that you've been putting out there. I don't know why this is strong energy for the Gemini, not the Gemini, but the Virgo, who is gravitating on the lower level of things. But this is the message. I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. So, yeah, don't take this Virgo back, or Virgo, don't you take this person back. You've gotten out of this cycle. You moved away. Don't do it. All right. As far as this job is concerned, if you quit this job and they call you back, don't take it back. You know, if you realize you need to go, don't change your mind. Go ahead and leave. This is an opportune time right now for people to find jobs. The economy is on a uphill swing, where companies are opening back up all over the place. Not just locally here domestically in the U.S., or that's where I am, but abroad as well, because the world is starting to open back up. Okay? So you should be able, there's opportunities, there's financial opportunities everywhere. Some of you are looking to relocate, all right? And you should. You should relocate. Okay, because you will be successful wherever you go. I feel like as long as you don't go back to the old stuff and the old people, you'll be good. So that's what I got for you, Virgo. What I'm going to do in the extended is I'm going to clarify 4 cards for each of these and give you specific messages that the universe wants you to have related to each of these scenarios. Like I said, for a lot of you, I feel these 3 cards are related to you ending a karmic cycle and moving away from this person or moving out of your area. Where this person knows to find you, because I feel like this person is relentless. They're going to keep coming back. And some of you are already experiencing that. This person keep coming back. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. Leave me alone. Like, I feel that energy. And it's to the point where it's getting to the point where you're getting frustrated. So stay strong, Virgo. If this resonated as is, let me know by clicking the like button. If you want to leave a comment on how it resonates, that's what the comment section is for. Please leave the comment section only for those who resonate and want to talk about how it resonates. Any negative energy in the comments or negative comments towards people in the 8th house community, you will immediately be blocked. There's no second chances. You'll be blocked from the channel. You will not have access again. So with that being said, I'm going to head over to the extended. Feel free to join. The links in the box below. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next reading. Peace out, Virgo.